Welcome to another episode of OpenAirInterface tutorials. In this case, I will show you the Radio Access Network Laboratory 1 in Fall 2021 workshop using the OpenAirInterface software and the Powder platform. The first thing I did was I went to the Eventbrite website and I registered for the plenary event. Then I registered for the Laboratory 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the Radio Access Network. And finally, I have to pay for the last one. Then I went to the powderwireless.net. I give my information to them, I create a new user, and I add an SSH keys to this platform. So after that, I was able to create my first experiment of the radio access network. So let's create a new experiment, a start experiment. Then change the profile, select the OpenAirInterface 5G E2T RF SIM. Next, then select a name. Next, select the dates. We are going to use the experiment and we are waiting for the platform to provisioning the virtual machines for this experiment. So in some cases we have to wait some minutes to finish this task. So now we went to the experiment we created before and we see the node. There we click it on it and select shell. The first thing in this shell is going to run an VNC script in order to see 4 terminals. So we went to the tutorial and I find the share powder run vnc.sh script. So we use it here, share powder run vnc.sh. We put the password we want to this visualization option of the terminals, and then we wait for the link of the VNC. We copy it and then we put it on a terminal, on a web browser. Ignore this connection, not private message. So put the password we set before. Here we observe 4 terminals. So then we go to the tutorial and the first task is to download the OpenAirInterface repositories from GitHub. So this task is performed using this script. And the repository is already downloaded. The next task is to compile OpenAirInterface. So for compilation, we need to go to the OpenAirInterface folder, then CMake targets folder, and use the build OpenAirInterface script to compile the new radio UI and the gNodeB. So this task spent some minutes, so we have to wait some of them. So in another terminal, we are going to deploy the next generation core of the OpenAir interface. So first of all, we are going to set some configuration of the network. As you can see here, using the syscontrol and iptables commands. Next, we see that the code was already downloaded, so we went to the OPT OpenAir Interface Core Network 5G FAT Docker Compose. And finally, the idea is to run a Python script we found that is core network.py. After executing the Python script, we're going to visualize the logs using Docker logs for the AMF. So the core network is already implemented and is waiting for the connection of the gNodeB. So in another, we're waiting for the compilation to finish. And after that, we are going to run the scripts for the gNodeB and the new radio UE. So let's see what is the next step in the tutorial. So we have to wait a little bit more to the compilation to finish. We are almost done. We have to wait some minutes more. Finally, the new radio UE and the gNodeB are compiled. So we are going to run both scripts for the UE and the gNodeB in the terminals we see below using two scripts. Both of them also visualize the UE and the gNodeB scopes. So we are able to see the physical signals such as the PDCP and the PDSSH. So we run first for the gNodeB and next for the UE. Then the scopes appear. This is the gNodeB scope. And finally, we are going to see the UE scope. Moving the first one. So as you can see in the UE scope, we don't see a higher coding and modulation scheme because we are not sending data through from the UE through the core network or vice versa.